So, so Sam Cedar and Ethan Klein pulled the prank. We both saw the prank. Both saw the prank. You thought it was hilarious.
Yes, it was very funny.
Pulled the prank on Steven Crowder, and but some people didn't find it funny, including a guy named Book Smarts, who we can call Butt Smarts, because he's really butt hurt about the whole situation. He finds it. His exact words were, "I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't like it."
I'll say, just looking at him, it's a good thing his name isn't Look
No, that's
Smart.
Destiny. And by the way, Destiny, that's a girl's name, right? Or like a name for a horse, maybe?
I've only a horse actually, yeah, but I've met a few women named Destiny, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the two of them. Destiny's trying to talk down Book Smarts over this situation.
Wow. This guy, his Twitch is just called Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like he wants to be an EDM artist or some shit. Right? Like, dude, I'm going to see fucking Skrillex and Destiny at Coachella's. All right.
There, for sure. Which, now, there are certain ways of doing this that I think are okay. So, Hassan is an example. Actually, I think Hassan and Vosh are really good comparisons here. So, Hassan, in my opinion, is a really bad debater. I think
Hassan Minaj?
Is
that who he's referring to?
No, he's another Twitch streamer.
Oh, okay. I was like, is he just bringing up that?
I'll talk about him. I'll talk about.
He agrees with that, and he just doesn't want to do that shit. And so he says it. He even takes it so far. He doesn't just say, I don't like debating. He says, I don't like debating and fuck debate bro shit. I don't want to do any of that shit. Which is fine. If you go on Hassan's stream and listen to him, Hassan will never market himself as like a master debater or anything. That's just not his...
Okay, Hassan does not market himself as a master debater, but he's friends with Sasha Grey, and that gives him street cred. Do you know who Sasha Grey is?
Is that a porn star?
Porn star from the early aughts, but she's the one that made being porn star like hip.
She's the one that was
and like very yeah, dude. Yeah. She's into Godard and stuff. She made like anal sex seem like an intellectual exercise. She's dope.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Dope.
Now she's a master debater from way back because I saw her master debate a guy with her feet.
Whoa!
The guy knocked on the door. And he comes over and he's like, Sasha, I know you're a porn star and you're throwing all these parties and stuff. And then she pulled his dick out. End of debate.
See, I thought that it would be kind of like your classic porn situation where the guy walks in and she's master debating. And then she sees him and she's like, oh shit.
That's too easy.
I want to master debate you with my feet.
She mastered her with her fucking big old feet.
And he said, game, set, and match. All right.
Got no argument for me.
It's not his brand. As opposed to somebody like Vosh. Vosh does market himself as a master debater. But he will engage simultaneously with people that are insane and very harmful. But then he...
I've seen Vosh master debate. He's not as good as Sam Cedar. Because that's what they're talking about, Sam Cedar. Sam Cedar master debates so hard and so often that he wears glasses now. Because his master debating is making him go blind.
It's starting to wear on his vision, the whole master debating, actually making it, that's a real thing.
Actually fucking up his sight.
Crazy. So do they have OnlyFans? Is that how you saw them master debate?
Fudge has an OnlyFans where he master debates?
Yeah, Sam Cedar, you just know that
master debates
you just
with
know
Nazis.
Sam Cedar master debates.
Oh, he master debates for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's how often he does it and how happy it makes him.
He's a man of the people.
He will not engage with me because he says, oh, Destiny is bad faith, right? Okay, well, it seems hard to market yourself as like a master debater looking to take on any blah, 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 but there's somebody with a relatively large platform who's pretty mainstream with most of his views. Like, that's a little bit strange, right? Like, so I think that it's similar to Crowder there, where it's like, if you're going to call yourself like a master debater, you're going to market yourself.
Okay, Steven Crowder is not a master debater. He's just a jerk off. He does market himself as a master debater because he claims he's master debated with Nobel Prize winners, and I looked up all the Nobel Prize winners, and I can't imagine any of them, including Bob Dylan, showing up at his studio. I think a guy named Albert Epstein came to the studio one time, and he thought it was Albert Einstein. And he's a phys ed teacher, but he thought he got a Nobel Prize in physics, but it was like in phys ed. And they debated whether or not trans people, they master debated over whether or not trans people should use the bathroom or whatever. And Albert Epstein won.
Good for Albert.
He did not kill himself, though.
That's crazy, because I heard that, like, with Steven Crowder, he ends up, like, avoiding the good masturbations, and he only really masturbates with college kids? That's kind of creepy.
Well, I guess maybe.
That's kind of, it's like a whole segment on his show where he masturbates with college kids.
Out in public, out in the court.
That's weird.
He masturbates out in the greens. Behind a giant sign that says, "I'm gonna master debate in front of you. Change my mind."
I'm expecting weak-minded college kids.
And the second fucking Sam Cedar starts to master debate in front of him,
and they're not gonna run away because they're like, this guy's trying to master debate and he's got guns in holsters. Like, I can't leave, he'll kill me.
I'm comfortable master debating in front of Ethan Klein, but I can't master debate in front of a master debation master. Master debater.
Self that way, but you're only ever going to book easy debate opponents or, you know, ambush college kids, or schedule things with somebody like Ethan, who you know is like not a political debater. I feel like you're fair game at that point for an expose. That's kind of how I view it.
Okay. Could I add just like a little bit of like nuance in the way that I'm seeing things that may be a little bit different?
Yeah, go for it.
So I could understand that if you market yourself as a master debater in the way that you do, that Vosh does, that a lot of the debate people...
Yeah, Destiny does market himself as a master debater because every time he gets into a panel discussion, it turns into a circle jerk.
I love his, like, yes, I'm a master debater, as his head is on a small square that's about 8% of the screen, and then he's got some horrible looking video game playing on the rest of the screen.
Yeah, he's got a thick screen with a small head.
Yeah. Is he insecure? Why does he not just show most of his face to make himself recognizable?
Yeah, let's see this masturbation in full HD.
Exactly. People are like, whoa, you're that masturbation guy.
You're the master debater I've been hearing so much about.
Yeah, I heard you masturbate all over the internet.
People, at least on our platform, do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does look very weak.
Mm-hmm.
However, in my mind, I don't see Crowder marketing himself as a master debater so much as he markets how bad the people he talks with are. And I feel like there's a slight distinction there that's important. I'm not sure that his marketing materials are that he's like the smartest guy ever and has the mostest rightest points. I feel like it's like the left is really fucking stupid, and let me show you how dumb they are.
I think that if there is any nuance there, I think it's an absolutely meaningless distinction, and I would just reject it outright. I think that he's been on Rogan's show, and he's literally said, we can't get any leftists to come on. I think
that shit's cringe.
Yeah, well, it's not so much that it's cringe. That's fine if that's what he wants to do.
Ew,
but like,
ew, cringe. He said cringe. Dude, this reminds me. So Vouch has a Facebook page, and this kid who was a moderator of it got kicked off from being a moderator because he was sexually harassing women in the DMs. And the woman posted the messages, and it just sounds like the guy got really clingy. And he goes, I thought you cared about me, but I guess it was all just a meme.
Really? Oh my god.
I don't even know what
How old is this kid?
I don't know. Old enough to know the hip slang because I have no idea what the fuck that means.
You know what a meme is, right?
I know what a meme is, but I don't know what that means when you just say, I thought you cared about me, but it was all just a meme.
I guess just when you're a moderator, maybe they started talking because he was like, hey, I gotta take this out. It breaks the standards of the page. And she's like, no, I'll send you nudes if you let me keep my meme up there. I don't know. That could just be a really, really shitty, sad thing to say.
That could be a term. That could be a term these guys use. Like cringe. Destiny's the guy that fucking said, hey, the situation in Israel with Israel and Palestine is really cringe.
Did he really say that?
Yes.
He said the Israel-Palestine conflict is cringe?
Yeah, it's like Kate. What's it's like? It's like that chick in fucking almost Kate Hudson in Almost Famous or something like that. It's like
That's
it's
hilarious.
like watching Tommy Wiseau act. It's
That's a fucking hot take on Israel Palestine, dude.
all right.
It's like, frankly, I don't take sides because that shit just is.
Yeah.
Cringe.
It's kind of uncomfortable and
It's
tacky.
like, grow up.
Grow up, Israel.